Hi, ladies. How are you? Good morning. I hope you are doing well. Um, I wanted to come to you today and just kind of introduce myself. I know some of you in this group, and some of you I don't. And coaching is such an intimate thing. I think it works so much better when we know each other. It's hard to understand where someone's coming from if you don't know a little bit about them and their backstory and their personality. So I'm going to share about myself, and then in this post below, if you can share about you, anything you want to share with the group, anything you think that will help us understand you, um, you can do it in just a written post, or you can try your hand at a video and post it in the comments as well. So I am a mom of three. I have a 7-year-old. Her name is Grace. I have a almost 6-year-old whose name is Mason, and I have a 21-month-old named Sophia. You will hear me talk about them. They are such a part of my world. They're a part of my business. They go with me everywhere. Sophia is my mini-me. So I am 32 years old, and I have been married for 9 years to Jeremy, the love of my life. And I have been with him, dating him in some form, since I was 16. So we have been together 16 years, half my life, which is crazy to say. But he's a part of all of my major accomplishments, my major memories, and such an integral part of my life in general. So I'll mention him a lot as well because he helps me with my business. His degree is in building construction management, which is a business degree. He ran a high-end company division for a while, and now he's an administrator at a church. So business is his thing. He sees things a lot more black and white than I do. I'm very gray. But I have 2 degrees. I have one in advertising, a BS, and I have a BFA in graphic design. What I do normally during the day is I'm a graphic designer. I work for a company from home, so that's why I'm always on the computer. It's not that I'm just obsessed and spending all my time with Jamberry. I actually have to get paid to be on it, so when it's slow, I just pop over and do Jamberry stuff. So I want to share my Jamberry story too, but another part of me that's kind of important is I was a competitive softball player for years, and with that I coached after. So I coached for 10 years. Coaching really is my passion. I love watching people succeed. It's what makes me thrilled beyond more thrilled. That's why I love this part of the job. So just know that I really like coaching. I can't coach softball anymore because of 3 kids. It's too hard, but I get to coach you ladies, and I love that. So my Jamberry story, I think Kristen said in one of the posts that you should talk to me because I'm a recruiting superstar, and I really don't feel like I am, and I'm so flattered by that, Kristen. But I think a lot of what Jamberry is relational, and I'm going to share my Jamberry story, and we'll come back to a part of it, but who I enrolled with, Lauren, my sponsor, is not the first person that introduced me to Jamberry. I chose to enroll with Lauren because I loved her vision for business side of Jamberry. So I was introduced to Jamberry nail wraps, let me see, November 2013. So I did not become a consultant until October 2014. So almost a full year later. I loved Jamberry from the minute they were put on my nails. I was skeptic. I was like, oh, no, I don't. Those are not going to work on me. I can't keep nail polish on. And my girlfriend was like, please just try them on for me. And she was a dear friend. And I said, sure. And when they lasted more than 5 days, I was hooked. I said, how do I get these? I hosted a party. I bought from her. She shared Jamberry business with me, but not in a way that made sense. It was all about what it afforded her. She needed a consultant so that she could hit her fast start. And she highlighted the card, the Jamberry, our debit card. I didn't quite understand how she was going to make money or how I would make money at it. So I didn't enroll. I was already doing another direct sales business, and I said, no, I like the nails. I'll just keep ordering from you. I'll support you. I love you. But I don't see how this is going to make up any money for me. And she only highlighted home parties, and I'm not a home party person. So it just didn't make sense. And then Lauren joined, and I watched Lauren from afar, and I watched her succeed. And the way she shared Jamberry was so about what it afforded her. It wasn't salesy. It wasn't anything crazy. Like, I didn't feel pressure. And we were over having a play date one day, and I said, you know, if I made $100 more a month, I know Jeremy would let me get a housekeeper. That's all I want. We were talking about how dirty our homes were, or my home was. Lauren's is beautiful. And she didn't say anything. She let me do my thing, and then maybe a few days later, she messaged me and she said, hey, I know you have your thing, and I can't, I would kick myself if I didn't say this, but I think you would be really good at Jamberry, and you could make that extra $100 to get your housekeeper. And I said, no thanks. I was real quick to dismiss it, but then I started really watching her. I started watching her page, and I started thinking. My wheels were turning. And I went back and forth, and I said, no, I already have a business, and I'm good at it, and I like it. It's doing what I want it to do. And so that's what I did. And then she kind of came at me and said, hey, we're really close to 300 consultants. Morgan's doing a thing for the leaders. Hold on, baby. Sorry, children. That's what I love about Jamberry. And I said, let me talk to Jeremy. And I talked to him, and we went back and forth for a few days. She never pressured me. And finally, on October 18th, 2014, I decided to do it. And that was the beginning of my journey. And just for $100 a month. And that's all I was going to do. I focused initially on finding recruits, on what it would do for me, and I didn't succeed. I had one beautiful friend join me right away, and I did hit Fast Start 1, but then I didn't hit 2 or 3, and I just kind of said, you know what? I'll make my $100. I'll be happy. That's all I wanted to do. But I just started sharing what I loved about Jamberry, because I truly was enjoying it, and I needed parties. And then Michelle came to me, and she was like, I want to make $100 a month too. And I was like, oh, like it started to click. And then Michelle started building a team, and things snowballed. And within 3 months, I went from just a consultant I didn't work at all in the month of February, to a team manager. And it literally happened that quickly, just like that. And before I could figure out what was going on, I had a team, and here we are doing our first, I want to be more training, and I'm so excited. But we'll come back to what I think the approach is that made a difference for me, and that's making a difference in my business. But that's my Jamberry story. I mean, I have a housekeeper now. She comes once a month, and we're talking about what it would look like for her to come twice a month. And I am so thrilled, because I've stunk at that for forever for cleaning. And it's so much easier for me to live in a clean house. But I look forward to knowing who you are, and what makes you tick, and what makes you excited, because really it's about finding out how to make this authentically you, being intentional on sharing your personality in Jamberry. We all make money the same way. There are some principles, but how we spin it, how we make it look to us, is what makes our businesses unique. So I love you. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and I can't wait to get to work.